pretty happy the government announced today that there's going to be gatherings up to 20 people now, and I'm quite ecstatic about that. I didn't know if I pronounced that probably. I don't even know like 20 people that would come visit me all at once, to be fucking completely honest with you. But yeah, government announced today there's going to be 20 people now, and my dad actually told me today that apparently gyms will open up at the end of June. There's a lot of things open up now in Australia. I'll be very honest, I'm extremely grateful to be in this country right now. It is it's actually quite crazy how things are progressing so rapidly, even though we were in isolation for quite a while. But I mean, I compare that to other countries and it was nowhere near. But like we've got now, I got told yesterday, my partner told me that the Airbnbs are opening up at the end of the month. So we're going to start booking something, which is amazing. Like we're fine, just get out of here and go for a weekend. My dad told me about the gyms opening up now at the end of the month, apparently. There's restaurants and stuff now that are opening up and you can make bookings. And then, further down the track, I reckon things in Australia will go back to normal by maybe the end of August, September time. Whether or not you can go traveling, that is a completely different story. That's going to be a very hot debate on whether or not people are going to be able to travel. I really doubt you'll be able to travel to Europe for a fucking long time. If you're an Australian, mate, you're not going to be able to go to Europe or America for fucking God knows when, mate. Because let's be real, like, America's in quite a sticky situation. Like, I haven't checked numbers. I used to at the very start of this whole pandemic and stuff, and right now I'm not checking anything. Like, it's not on my mind anymore. Like, I was really paranoid about it at the start, but I kind of let that go over my head. So, I haven't really checked numbers, but yeah, no one's going to be able to travel for quite a while, which is going to suck, but it's going to be different. There's going to be two ways to go about this in terms of flights and stuff, because, I could travel Australia now for either really dirt cheap, because, flight companies are going to want people to go out and pay for tickets. Either they're going to charge stupid expensive prices, or they're going to charge dirt cheap so everyone can fly. And it's quite hard, so who knows, but this isn't COVID podcast, bro. I don't know why I just did that all my days. That was embarrassing. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Road Verdugo podcast. Late intro, boys. Let's go. Episode 21. I took a break last week because honestly, I'm stale for content. I'll be very honest, I'm stale as shit. But something came to my mind today. This is the thing. I always record on a Monday. I should always push it back and record on a Sunday, so I don't have to be up until like 3 a.m. on a Monday night trying to get this done for 7 a.m. the following day. But something came to my mind, and I really want to talk about it. It's no like mental health, anything like that, because they're still very important on this podcast. But going back to my roots, man. We're going back to this fashion steez. I did a podcast not that long ago about the investment of pieces and the investment of certain clothing items and whether or not it's in good investment and whether or not you're going to lose money on certain items. So what I want to talk about today is actually something that's been a bit of a hot debate. I said that twice and it's not even actually true. But why is the hype for Jordan Brand back? Got me thinking, man. Like, I haven't been in the scene for years. Like, years upon years. I don't know any releases. I don't know any of that shit. The only thing I know is that the Jordan 1 is the hardest fucking Nike shoe of all time. It is a dumb hard shoe. And I'm so stupid, I got rid of my Bred 1s like 2015. Like, I bought them at the end of 2014, honestly. Like, I had a pair of Bred 1s. Yeah, end of 2014, start of 2015. I wore them for like ages. They were like such a hard shoe. Oh man, the Bred 1s. They weren't like the official Bred 1, as we would say, because these was a lot more on the cheaper model, even though they're exactly the fucking same. The only thing is the mental side of it of I don't actually have a Bred 1. So these were a pair of Air Jordan 1 Breds. And if you don't know this terminology, by the way, which I refer to as the Breds, these are classified as the black and red colorway of the Jordan 1, which is one of the very first shoes that Michael Jordan ever wore. And then there's a whole history behind actually the bread model of that. He wore this specific colorway being black and red, and he played for the Chicago Bulls. He wore this specific Air Jordan model. He wore it on court once, and they actually banned him from not being able to use it because it didn't have enough white in the shoe, which was pretty crazy. But this is the thing, was that a marketing ploy? Like, did they specifically do it so there would be a lot of hype behind it? Because everyone would have been crazy. Like back in the 80s, I think this released in 85. I could be wrong, or 88. Don't quote me on this, but it was within the mid to late 80s. He released this Air Jordan 1 bread model. He wore the specific shoe, and now it's labeled as the banned one because this model, Nike told him, you can't wear this shoe because it doesn't have enough white. And he's like, fuck it, I'm going to wear it on court anyway because it's a hard shoe. Wore it, had like crazy photos, and you could see all the photos from the 80s. The shoe looks insane. And then once the announcement of, yo, this shoe's banned, you can't wear it, everyone would be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he got banned. He can't wear this shoe. What is this shoe? And everyone starts looking it up. And then there goes the word of mouth, especially in the late 80s. No one had social media. It was whatever the news or newspapers, anything like that. That's the only way you could find out about stuff. So when everyone found out about this Jordan 1 model, everyone would have just jumped on the train and be like, what is this? And then figure out that this shoe is one of the hardest shoes I've ever fucking seen. And the next thing you know, he wears the Chicago 1s, which includes the white. And I believe that was in 88 or 89. Don't quote me, man. I'm going to bother with these years and numbers and shit. But my point is, there is a difference between certain models of the shoe and the mental side of it, because I owned a pair of black and red Jordan 1s, and they were from 2009, and they were part of a DMP pack. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it's exactly the same. The only thing is that the Air Jordan, there's like the Jumpman logo is actually at the back of the heel tab. Yeah, it's like, the back of the heel. That's where the logo is. Jesus Christ. Man, I haven't reviewed shoes in so long. Like, I used to review shoes heaps back in the day, and now I just fucking don't because I don't even buy shoes anymore. But I had this DMP model, and I paid like peanuts for them, and I sold them for peanuts too, because people's ideology for this bread 1 model was that it's not the real thing because it's not a banned one, or it's not the actual OG Jordan 1 breads, whatever. But it got me thinking right now, because I've seen a lot on my feed, and I know Instagram is not probably the best place to go about it, but on my Instagram feed, I do follow a lot of people that aren't so influency, if that makes sense. I follow a lot of people, I don't know anyone off the top of my head, it's just whatever's on my feed. I see people's outfits, and they're just people who just wear everyday outfits. They're not the type of people that just rotate clothing every 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? And these people have been rocking a lot of Jordan 1s. And I was questioning, like, why? Like, I've seen Jordan 1s, I've seen dunks. A lot of people are rocking dunks now, which is crazy, especially high dunks or dunk highs. They're fucking hard. They're so hard. You never realize a certain shoe, how hard it is when it's put into an outfit. And this was a prime example of seeing the UNC California 1s. God, if there are any Jordan heads listening to this podcast, I'm going to get fucking roasted. But there's a pair of UNC 1s, or Air Jordan UNC 1s, that actually look like the off-white California 1s or something. There's an off-white Jordan 1, which is actually white and like a very light blue. And this UNC Jordan 1 is identical to this, and it looks just as hard, man. It looks crazy. There's no off-white branding, which is even better because I don't want any branding on the shoe apart from the Nike swoosh. So this UNC light blue and white Jordan 1 is insane. I was just looking on Ground now. I saw a fucking, what shoe was it? A turbo green Jordan 1. They are stupid hard, man. Oh my days. That is a slept-on shoe. That shoe is slept on. Oh, so hard. Because the color on that, it's like a faded green. I don't know how they did it, but it's a white and faded green Jordan 1 that kind of looks a little bit beat because the tongue is actually cut off. The tongue reminds me it's a specific runner that Nike did, and the tongue is actually cut off. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if it's actually in the off-white Jordan 1s. Yeah, it is actually. The Chicago Off-White 1s, I don't know if you guys know, but the tongue where the Nike thing is, it's actually cut off and you have the exposed foam. That's actually in the Turbo Green Jordan 1s, and they dropped in like 2016, 2017. I could be wrong, but the price isn't too bad. I'll be very honest. And, you know, when you think of people, like, this is the thing. Like, I used to wear those Jordan 1s. I was a massive Jordan head fan. I wasn't like crazy. You know, I didn't buy 6s or 11s or anything. I just liked the Jordan 1. I remember back in the day on Tumblr in 2013 when I was throughout high school, I'd always have the Royals, the Breads, and the Shadows always on my Tumblr feed. Because those 3 Jordan 1s are the hardest Nike shoes ever. Those 3 colorways are just so beautiful and they're so pleasing to see on feet, no matter what outfit it is. And especially now, with the straight cut trouser look, man, like the way I've seen, like, I'm not going to label as influencers. This is dudes on Instagram, bro, just posting outfits. People are wearing them with just like straight cut trousers, letting just the drape over the Jordan 1. That's a steez, bro. It's a fucking steez. Oh my days. Like, rocking just a black pair of trousers, straight cut, whatever it is. You can rock Dickies if you want. You can go a little bit higher ends if you can. But just a straight cut black pair of trousers, drape over the silhouette of the Jordan 1 and let the toe box. Oh, God. It's just a slapper. It's so hard, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm doing this podcast because I'm so gassed. I am so gassed because I'm going to go look for a pair of Jordan 1s, 100%. But this is the thing. Basic economics, guys. Supply and demand. The demand for Jordan 1s is just over the fucking roof, man. I do know why. I was going to say I don't, but I do. And it's because of The Last Dance. This Netflix documentary on Michael Jordan. If you own a pair of Jordan 1s, you sell them now, man. If I was you fucking get out while you still can and you get rid of your Jordan 1s because they're never ever going to be this pricey now, ever. I doubt it. Because right now, look, like 6 months ago, I was looking at a pair of getting Jordan 1s because I really rated the silhouette like 6 months ago. I've always rated it, but I was never inclined to put it into my rotation because I always thought, could I actually wear it with my certain steez, with my style, would it still suit, or I look like a bit of an idiot? And that's not the case at all. And that's mostly for everyone. You're not going to look like an idiot wearing this silhouette. Oh, I thought my lights were on in the car. Oh, my days. Oh, I literally just had a bit of a heart attack. If my headlights were on, I honestly would be stranded here in the middle of fucking nowhere. Oh, my beautiful Supra. But anyways, as I was saying, I looked at these shoes like 6 months ago. Prices for them were not this high, man. They weren't this high. They were like, I'm going to turn this off. They were half the price of what they are now. Bread 1s were honestly worth like $500-$600, and I remember exactly when I looked, and I looked at StockX, and this is the thing, you look on StockX as well, and obviously they're going to be a little more pricey because A, they're dead stock, B, I would say they're curated, they're just there for you to buy, you don't have to go anywhere to get them, you don't have to surf the net, they're right then and there, they'll get it for you, boom, happy days. Whereas if you go eBay, you go Grail, you've got to sift through some stuff, and then you go through the seller. Whereas with StockX, the website's there, you jump on, boom, get them done. So that obviously goes into the price of the shoe, especially because the seller actually they don't get all the 100% earnings or whatever you sell. For example, if I sell something for $100, I'll only get like $80 from it because StockX will take like 20% or whatever the percentage is. 20 will be extremely high. I would assume it's maybe around the 8 to 10%, which is still quite a fair bit of money. You know, you sell them for like a K, you only get like $900. StockX gets $100, which is pretty crazy with how they make their money. But what I was saying was, it's 6 months before I looked on StockX, I saw a pair of breads for like $520. Average price was around $480, $520 Australian dollars, mind you. And now the Air Jordan 1 bread model is 1.2K. $1,200 fucking dollars, and they were $500 6 months ago. And this is why this whole sneaker scene is just absurd. It is so crazy how people can invest and, in 6 months, you don't know what's going to happen to this shoe. Like, no one would have thought that this documentary would have come out unless you heard about it. But even then, you can't, predict the future of a certain silhouette skyrocketing in price. Which one was it? The Chicago ones, the OG Chicago ones from 85. I 100% saw some pairs like months and months and months ago, 6 to 12 months ago for like $1,000. And that was like, they're fucking $1,000. Like, these were pretty pristine. Now they're selling for $6,000 to $10,000. Like, what the hell, man? $6,000 to $10,000 for a shoe. All done from a documentary, mind you. This documentary came out and everyone's like, I want Jordan 1s. I want what he's wearing. And obviously, I haven't seen the doco, so I don't really know, but I'm assuming they would have shown the Jordan 1s a fair bit, especially in the earlier years of Michael Jordan's career, especially in the 80s and the 90s. Would have been rocking the Jordan 1s. Everyone would be like, fuck, that's a steez. I'm really getting back into Jordan again. Like, especially people like me who dropped off the Jordan brand and dropped off the Air Jordan 1s want to come back into the game again. The demand for them is obviously going to be a lot higher. And I have seen the graphs on StockX support the claim, because on StockX right now, shoes are selling heaps, like crazy. Like, they're selling like hotcakes, if you know what I mean. But honestly, you go on StockX right now, man. You jump on StockX, you look up Jordan 1, look up the first 5 models, whether it be Chicago 1s, Bred 1s, Royal Toes, I think they're a thing as well. There's so many models out there. But you will see that every model has sold a lot within the last month or the last 2 weeks. It's skyrocketed in demand, skyrocketed in price, because the demand and supply is a lot higher. If the demand is high, the supply is going to be higher, or the price is going to be higher as well, obviously. If I have this certain item, especially if it's in like quantity too, but if I have this item and there's so much demand for it, I can put it whatever price I want. And people can offer me whatever the fuck they want. I would take the highest offer. And that's the exact same with the works with the Jordan 1. With, like, right now, a lot of people want them now just because of this Netflix doco. The wave for them's coming back again slowly. Demand for them's going to go higher. Prices are going to go higher. So if I was you, I would maybe just get rid of those bad boys, man. Get rid of them now while you still can, because prices I don't think will be this high in a month or so. I don't think. I'm hoping it's not, because I really want a pair, dude. Like, they're just so dumb hard. Like I said, the turbo greens, like, they're stupid hard. The Shadow 1s, which I'll describe each model. The Shadow 1 is a black and dark, or midish grey. It's a mid-grey Jordan 1. So this is really hard to explain without showing photos, but I'm assuming you guys know what an Air Jordan 1 is, and you can picture what the colorway fucking looks like, but it's just a black and grey. The Royal 1s is a blue and black. Blue being one of my favorite colors. Oh, God. And then the Bred 1, obviously being black and red. And those 3 are iconic, and I know for a fact one day I will get all 3 of them. And this thing, I don't fucking care what year it is. I really don't. Like, I could get the Royal 1s from 2016, which are a re-release. I don't fucking care. I could get some from like 08, 09. I wouldn't mind the older pair, just because I know if I bought them, they're going to be already beat to shit for me. And this is the thing. I want this shoe so I could beat the living shit out of it. I want to give it to my dog. And I want to say to my dog, my little Pumita, his name is Puma. My dad named him Puma because Los Pumas, it's the Argentinian rugby team. He is a beautiful English staffy, and it's his birthday next month, or the time that we got him. It will be 2 years in June, which I'm happy for. But anyways, I want to give it to him, and I want to say to my dog, don't put a hole in it. Just grab it, throw it in the mud. Not in the mud. Not in the mud. That would be probably the worst decision ever. Take it through the dirt and the grass and just throw it about. And just play with it, but don't put holes in it. That's what I want to say to my dog. And just throw it through all the mud and not the mud. Jesus Christ, why do I keep saying mud? Through all the dirt, the grass and all that, and get it destroyed. Because the look of a beat Jordan 1 is just, you can't beat it. I'm laughing at my own little beat ones, you can't beat it. Whatever the fuck that is. Is it a pun? Yeah, it's probably a pun, but you get what I mean, dude. I'm laughing in the middle of this car park by myself in the Supra. This is so fucking weird. But anyways, the beat Jordan 1s you honestly can't go wrong with. And there was this Instagrammer, which I don't remember off the top of my head. I saw a photo yesterday on my feed, and it was this dude who had a pair of Jordan 1s, and he purposely made them beat and like peeled off the leather, and some of the color was faded, and it looked, and I'm pretty sure, because I read the comments, because obviously he didn't say how he did it. And little sneaky fucker didn't say how he beat these pairs, because they weren't worn, like, you couldn't have worn them for that short period, because these were actually quite a new model, or they looked new, but they were obviously beat, if that makes sense, on purpose. But obviously he didn't say how he did it, and everyone was just commenting like, did he sand them down? What did he do? And then actually in the previous post of this same Instagrammer had shown a video of Angelus paint, and he actually painted the sole from white to make it yellow. So he did the yellowed sole on purpose, which is crazy to think about, because years ago, even when I was in the Jordan scene or whatever, 2014, it was 2015 mainly, and 2016, but from those years, a lot of people just didn't want to crease shoes. They didn't want to destroy them. I remember having my Bred 1s, the DMPs. I remember having that model and not wanting to crease them and not wanting to get them dirty. And now, in 2020, it's, where's the shoe that's the most beat? Let me wear the ones that are the most beat. I don't want no crispy Jordan 1s. I want the ones that are fucking beat the living shit out of and worn to the grounds. I don't care if the sole's just beyond destroyed. Not destroyed to the point where I can't wear them, but you get what I mean. It's crazy how fashion and sneakers and the ideology of from crispy to now beat has changed. It's weird. Because now, obviously, vintage tees have always been a thing. Like, I've always been vintage shopping since I was a kid. Ever since, like, I was in high school, from, like, year 8 onwards, I would always be at Savers every single day. And it's always been a thing of, wear, like, the beat tees, wear, like, the vintage stuff that's kind of worn down. And now that's kind of faded into the sneaker scene where shoes are being purposefully beat to shit and sold at retail. There was a specific Balenciaga shoe. I believe it might have been, it was actually the Triple S shoe when I think about it. One certain model looked worn. The color was faded. The leather was a little bit more deteriorated than usual. It was a little bit more, like, not so crispy clean. It was more dirty on purpose because people love that look. It goes with the Jordan 1. No one wants a crispy pair of Jordan 1s. I want a beat as fuck pair. And now mentioning this Instagrammer who's beat them on purpose, who knows if he used sandpaper? I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking maybe it might be that. This is the thing. I'm really, really considering. I know this is going to hurt my heart. I know it's going to hurt a lot of people that listen to this podcast and watch my videos, but I really, really want to buy a fake pair of Jordan 1s. I want to buy a fake pair. I want to beat them on purpose, like grab sandpaper or whatever it is and just abuse them to see how it's, like, I could do it. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, I don't know if I want to wear them. It broke my heart. It honestly break my heart. And if I posted a photo with my Jordan 1s and they're fake, people are just going to flame the shit out of me, bro. Like, let's be real. Like, I just imagine myself wearing straight leg trousers or my pleats, Jordan 1s, a nice fucking vintage tee. And then people commenting, they fake, bro. Why are you wearing fake ones? Honestly, though, like, my mindset right now is maybe contemplating buying a pair of fake Jordan 1s. Maybe this thing, I have to invest like $100 in a fucking fake Chinese pair of 1s. Like, fuck, I don't even know if I want to do that. Like, $50, yeah, fair enough. That's 50 I can throw away. But 100, looking in the triple digits, man. I don't know if I could do it. But I was thinking to myself, if I get a pair of Jordan 1 that are fake, I could, maybe prepare myself for when I get a real pair and beat them to shit and do them on purpose. Like, I would get the Jordan 1 that are fake. I'd get like a Bred 1 or whatever. I'd get some Angelus paint. I'd paint the sole yellow. I'd get some sandpaper. I'd go through the toe box and the side of the Air Jordan logo, some of the leather on the side, and just sandpaper it down fine, like very fine sandpaper, mind you. Really fine paper, and just abuse them and see how it looks. And then, when the time comes where I do get like a legit pair of ones, then I can do the same thing and I know what it's going to look like. Do you know what I mean? Because this thing, I don't want to, like this is, I'm picturing this right now. The 85s. The 1985 bred ones are the most beautiful pair of shoes when they're beat to shit. A crispy pair, they're like, 40 years old now almost. That's fucking crazy to think about. But you could picture yourself, even if you don't know what this shoe is, imagine a shoe that's like over 30 years old. The fading of the colors, that faded red, the faded black, the yellowing of the sole. Imagine all that on a new pair of Jordan 1s that are wearable. Because you can't wear 85 models. You can't wear a 1985 shoe because the minute you put on your feet, that midsole and outsole is just going to crumble. And apparently that's pretty common in the like early Jordan models. But imagine having a just crazy vintage looking shoe that's wearable as hell. So that's what I'm picturing right now, is getting a fake pair, doing all this, practice for when it comes to the time to buy a real pair. Whether or not I invest $1,000 in that, I'm not fucking doing it. Not a chance, bro. Not a chance. Am I going to drop $1,000 on a pair of bred ones? No offense, but suck my dick, man. That's not happening. Like if you got a pair now, just get rid of $1,000, bro, because they're not going to be that much soon, and I doubt it they will. I've seen pairs on Grailed. I probably shouldn't have released my sources, but I'm going to have to for the boys. But I've seen pairs on Grailed of certain silhouettes of the Jordan 1, certain colorways and stuff. I've seen some for half that price, some for pushing $600. Mind you, this is US, so it's going to be a bit of a conversion rate, which is a bit of an unfortunate thing for me. But I saw this thing, you put price low to high, and then you have to sift through all the shitty. Yes, you got to put it from low to high, and you go through all the shitty Air Jordans before you get to the decent ones. And I went through like 20 pages, and I saw like Jordan 11s and 6s and 4s, and yeah, they're all boring to me because I'm not into that. But you see like the odd pair of Jordan 1s, unfortunately they're like mids, and they go for like $100. But like Jordan 1s, I saw a pair for like $250 US. So realistically, you're paying for like $400, which isn't too bad. That's how much I would pay. The max I pay is like $500 max. And even then, that's like pushing it a little bit. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy now how, I see some that are like 9 out of 10. Pretty much dead stock. Bitch, I don't want that. No. You gotta give me like a 6 out of 10 shoe. I just hiccuped really badly. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? I'm losing my mind in this car, bro. I'm too hyped for this one. I'm so hyped. I really want to bite the bullet and look online and get a pair right now. Oh, this is so sad. But like, I just really want a pair because I can wear them everywhere, and I can wear it with just like black trousers. I can wear it with a pair of pleats. I can just picturing this fucking fit already, bro. This beautiful, beautiful Metallica tee that I have. It's a 98. I believe it's 98. Sad but true tee. Push head design. Oh, wearing that with like a straight pair of pleats that drape almost to the floor. Not almost because that will destroy the pant, but just a little bit before the shoe. And then the Jordan 1 peaks with the black and red. Ooh, that is a fucking steez, mate. You can't tell me that's a steez. Like you could, and honestly, I'm picturing this right now. I'm picturing this in my head. White tee, crispy white tee, boxy, cropped. Gotta be cropped, bro. Obviously gotta be cropped. Not belly button cropped, boys, alright? You get what I mean? At a nice length. To elongate your legs if you're short like me, the 170 centimeter boys, we out here. But imagine like a nice crispy white tee or black tee. You can wear all black if you want. Pair of Ricky trousers. Oh, yeah, pair of Rick and ones. Ooh, and this is the thing, you don't rock like my crop legged trousers, which I used to wear ages ago. You don't rock that shit. You rock the Berlin sweatpants, because that is like that's like, yo, I'm cozy, but I'm fucking flexing, bro. Those Berlin sweatpant trousers from Rick, they're Oh, I'm just picturing this fit right now. Like, there's a guy on IG that I follow. I think it's KXTZ or something like that. I've spoken to him a few times on IG before. I can't quite remember what the handle is, but he wears a lot of like the Berlin sweatpant from Rick and Jordan 1s. And the thing with the sweatpants, there's no cuff on the bottom. It actually just drapes over, and it's the perfect length and width and stackage for a Jordan 1. And it looks impeccable. Like, you can wear it. I could say you be able to rock an all-white one, but I feel like for me that's a little bit boring. Like, no, don't get me wrong. Like, you can obviously pull off an all-white shoe, but for me, I would like a bit of... If it comes to the one, I want a bit of color or a bit of diversity in the color of the shoe. Like, if I want an all white, I want all different shades of white. I don't want a crispy pair of white ones. I want some different shades. You know, maybe I want a bit of beige in there, a bit of cream, like a cream. I'm picturing this right now. There's probably a shoe that's already out there that's done like that, but an Air Jordan 1 that's got different shades of white and different shades of beige would look stupid hard. Like, stupid hard. And to further, like, make him even harder is to have, like, that suede, but, like, fucked suede, if that makes... Yeah, that's my definition of, like, a beat suede is fucked suede. Like, what the hell? Like, imagine a dirty suede that's, like, a cream, and mixing that with, like, a little bit of white and then a bit of beige and different shades. Oh, man. I think I need to work at Nike, bro. What do you think, man? If any Nike employees want to hit up your mans for marketing, you know where I am, bro. But honestly, like, that would look pretty hard. It'll look hard. And then the black, like an all black one, looks pretty trash, I won't lie. Like, that looks just too plain boring. Like, when it comes to sneakers, that's something where I've got to go like, nah, you can't rock an all black shoe. That's a sneaker. It looks too runnery, if that makes sense. Like, if I want to rock a runner or a Jordan 1 or any type of sneaker that's, you know, a sneaker, obviously. If it's all black, it's got to have a bit of character to it, man. There's got to be hints of something. Different shades of black. Maybe adding a little bit of color somewhere. Because that's the thing, like, the Asics. There's a pair of Asics out there. I don't know. Is it the... I think they're some 5 OGs, Asics 5, something. There's something 5 OG they brought back. An all-black version of that with different shades of black would look stupid hard. I would try my best to find the actual model. I will try my best whilst speaking and being on my phone. But let me look up the Asics. Oh, I found it. There we go. Asics Gel Kano. Oh, my English is fucked. Kano 5 OGs. They're stupid hard, and you can get them in all black, I think. Can you get them in all black? You probably could. But that's like the typical dad runner, but those like trousers over the top look stupid hard. You get different colorways too. That in all black with like different shades of black will look hard. But that's it. You don't want to go in all leather Jordan 1. That just looks a bit eh. Like, if you're going to go in high top leather, like all black leather high top, you go a pair of boots. Like, if you really think about it, what looks harder? And a high top that's all black or fucking SLP Ranger boots, boys? Like, come on, man. Like, what would look harder? Because you're giving off the same vibe anyway. It's a high top. You might as well wear a nice pair of boots, whether it be Ranger boots from SLP or the Dior Navigator. Those, oh man, that's like an investment of, oh man, this is a podcast about nothing. Honestly, it really is, but it's more about me getting gassed up. Let's be real. Like, Dior Navigates. I can smell that Italian leather on my fucking feet, man. Oh, it's like, if you know me, if you've been listening or watching this, listening to this series or watching my videos, man, you know I love those Diors so fucking much. Like, I'd be willing to pay like 2 stacks. 2 fat, big, fucking fat stack. 2 of them for Dior's. Because though, that's my holy grail, man. Oh, I'm really scared because if I get those, like, I'll get them right. And I've seen like meme on them. Well, not so much a meme, but I've seen like a comment just on Reddit or something of when you get that certain grail, like the feeling after it would just be shit. Like, it'd just be trash. Like me right now hyping about Jordan 1s and stuff, like fuck, gassing up like 1s, like can't wait to get a pair. Once you get them, like, what now? You know, you feel a bit empty. You know what I mean? Like you always just search for this certain design of something. Could be anything in life. Honestly, you could relate that to anything. Like you could find this certain thing, grab it and be like, oh, what now? I need to find something else. That's literally what it is. Or get Navigator and be like, all right, what's next, boys? What grail's next, motherfucker? So, yeah, I don't know. You guys might see me next month with a pair of 1s. Who the fuck knows? Honestly, I'm pretty keen. Pretty keen as a bean because I do need a new pair of pleats. I do need to look for, like the pleats I have. Oh God, honestly, like I want to buy like 3-4 pairs of pleats because I know I'm always gonna wear them. I don't care who the hell rocks them. Like I did see something not that long ago of like, it was like a thread or something on Facebook of, has the hype for Issy pleats turned you down? Well, I'm not even speaking English. Has the hype for Issy pleats turned you off them or some shit like that? And it's like, oh, is it overplayed? Is that certain silhouette so fuckboy now? Like everyone wears it. It's not it used to be a thing, but now it's not. Man, I don't really care because they're the most coziest fucking pair of pants. Shout outs to Issy. They definitely do it better than Rick. I apologize, but I'm assuming those Berlin sweatpants, they'd be incredible as well. But the pleats, they're just one of the most versatile pair of pants that you can wear with a Jordan 1. You can wear with a pair of Gucci loafers. You can wear them with Doc Martens. You can wear them with fucking Ranger boots, Chelsea boots, whatever it is. The pleats do it. So I'm really looking to get not a skinny leg because I fucking hate having thick thighs, bro. Thick with 2 C's. It sucks because I want pleats and my ones are perfect. It's like they're so good. They're wide, but they're cropped. And they're not extremely cropped, but they're cropped to a nice length where I can wear boots or I can wear loafers. But I want a nice straight leg that's the same width. So it could drape over a Jordan 1, whatever it is. Like I bought some from a friend a while ago and they just didn't fit right. So if there's any Japanese viewers, feel free to hit me up, man. I need a proxy. Oh, I need a proxy so bad. I miss the Homme Plaisir store so much. Oh, okay. This podcast is getting sad now. I'm going to leave you guys to it. But like always, man, I always appreciate everyone who listens to the podcast. It really does mean a lot. We're on the road to 30 now. It's going to be a while just because of content-wise. But, you know, as always, send my thoughts and prayers to everyone out in the pandemic so far. I hope everything is well. Everyone is healthy, safe, sanitizing, and staying mentally healthy. Because that's probably the most important thing right now is to stay mentally healthy. Because, you know, I can imagine, like, it sucks, like, staying indoors for so long. Like, it could drive you crazy. And I'm honestly grateful for a lot of people in my life who've, you know, given me company during this. Like, thank my family, like my partner, my friends, everyone who's dedicated time to me and me dedicating time to them. Like, right now it would suck, you know, just being alone, but just know that you're not. You know, you can reach out to me, you can reach out to anyone out there, up for a chat, whatever it is, because this is the time where everyone should come together. I know I'm getting a little bit more serious on this point, but this is something that I never really spoken about until now, and it's, you know, don't ever feel like you don't need to leave stuff inside of you. That sounded so bad. It was so bad to say. But, you know, if there's anything on your mind, don't feel the need to not say anything, because not saying anything just makes shit worse. It honestly does, because I've been there. I've been there for fucking ages. Like, all of 2019, I felt that exact same thing. I felt like I was alone. I felt like I had nobody, and everything that was just bottled up inside just, it gets to a point where it just drives you insane, and it's not healthy. Like, if you need to see someone, just do it. Like, there's no shame in that. If you want to just talk to anyone about it, just do it, man. No one's going to look down on you. And if they do, you just tell them to get fucked, honestly. Like, if I ever approached someone and I told them, hey, like, I've got a lot of stuff in my mind, like, I'm very depressed and anxious and I just want someone to talk to, I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up, you'd be fine. I'd honestly I'd rip them a biggest fat left hook, bro. Oh my days. Rip them the fattest left hook and tell them to get fucked. Because that's not the way. And I've always preached about it since October. Like, you don't, it's fine to, there's no one, I'm a little bit, I'm losing my train of thought. But since October, I've always thought that, no one looks down upon mental health. And that's one thing I want to get out there before this podcast finishes. No one looks down upon it. No one will be looked down upon you for suffering something, because everyone suffers shit in their own way. And it's just about coming together, especially in this pandemic. So my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone. Please, hope everyone is well. Sanitizing, social distancing, 1.5 meter, boys. And you know what? Everything will be fine. That I can promise you. Things will be different, but things will be fine. I can promise you that. So with all that being said, hopefully you guys have a great week. And I will see you next week on the Robert Verdugo podcast. Take care, everyone. I'm out. Peace.